Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna be making premium stew which can be used to eat rice, beans, potatoes, yams, plantain, and so on. So I'll be using some bell peppers or sweet paprika, and I have some habanero pepper as well. I have some onions, garlic, and ginger, and I have tomatoes here, fresh tomatoes. Over here is tinned and dry tomatoes mixed with paprika, sweet paprika, and this is what it looks like. So that's what we are going to be using to make this tomato stew. So but before I go on to blend this, I have to cut all the vegetables like this so that it will be easy to blend in a blender without adding water or any liquid in it. So after blending it is looking like this. So I go on and start blending it batch by batch. You can see what I'm doing. The first thing I'm adding is just the tomatoes, just a little bit of tomato as the base, because if you add paprika or onion, it will take time to blend and it might spoil your blender. So I will cover this and blend this, just use it and form a base to blend other things. Once this has blended very well, as you can see, then I can add a big amount or big quantity, and I can add any other thing like garlic, ginger, and it will blend easily, just like so. I just scoop in a large amount of everything here inside, then I will blend and take it out, and I will repeat the process. Start blending only the tomatoes, then add other things and blend. Remember the water, we are not putting the water that came out from the tomatoes. As you can see, there is a lot of water inside the tray. I will be throwing it out while after I'm done blending everything. So once I'm done blending everything and put it in a pot, I will start cooking it on a low heat. Then I will start seasoning the chicken which I will use to cook this. Over here is hard chicken. This is 2 whole hard chickens. So I've washed it and cut it in a size that I want, and I will be seasoning it with rosemary, garlic and onion, some dry chili pepper, some nutmeg, curry powder, and some thyme. And over here is ajinomoto. This is not salt. And here is chicken seasoning. You can add salt, but because the ajinomoto contains a lot of sodium, which is salty as well, so I will not be adding salt to this. But you can always adjust the seasoning. You can skip the ajinomoto and add salt. This is my first time of using ajinomoto whatsoever. I've not tested this in my life. This is the first time of me using it to cook. I've heard a lot of bad things about this growing up, but yeah, I wanted to try it. I've read about it, and one man was like, why not just try it first? So I started to try it today, and my husband was like, why are you buying this? Haven't you heard that it is used to wash clothes, that is not edible, that it causes cancer, da 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 da? I said, my dear, almost everything in this world is deadly, so let's just eat it. So guys, after adding everything together, I will stir and combine it. I will cover and allow it to stir for like 15 minutes to marinate. Then I transfer it to my stove top and start cooking it on a low heat as well. This is after 30 minutes. The tomato has started boiling and the chicken is over here. So after 1 hour 30 minutes, I opened it and the water has not yet dried up. So I continue cooking and I will check the chicken. This chicken has been cooking for at least 1 hour. This is a very hard chicken, but right now it is done. So I will be taking it out from the stove top, and I put it in my grilling pan and pop it inside the oven to grill it. You can fry yours if you want. You can use it directly like this, but yeah, I love dry and grilled chicken or fried chicken in the stew. So I will be checking the stew to make sure that it is not burning. Then after stirring it, I will cover and continue cooking. I'm cooking with non-stick pot. This type of thing, I love to cook it with non-stick pot because it takes longer time before it will start burning. But using like stainless pot, it burns so quickly. So I will make sure that I stir it very well and check if it's burning. If it's not burning, good for you. Then you cover and continue cooking. If it's burning, please reduce the heat. I'm cooking on a low heat. So right now the chicken has been grilled to the extent that I want it. You can go ahead and grill your own more, or you grill it less depending on how you love it. Me, I love it like this. So yeah, I'll be taking it out from the oven. So this tomato has been cooking for a total of 2 hours. Remember that I'm cooking on a low heat. That's why it took a lot of time for it to dry up. But yeah, one advantage is that it will not burn. So now it has dried, but not 100% dried. But yeah, at least now I can be able to add the tin tomatoes, but I will allow it to cool down a bit before adding the tin tomatoes, because if I add it now it will start burning. So once it has cooled down, I will add. You see that it has dried again after cooling down, because I left it on the same stove top where I cooked it. So while waiting for it to cool down, it dried a bit again. So after that, I will be adding the tin tomatoes mixed with paprika. So I will say tin dry tomato paprika, if that makes sense. So I'll be doing shaky 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 shaky. It's not coming out. I wanted everything to come out once, so I just grab a spoon and bring out everything once and for all. So please, if you're still watching up to this extent, kindly like this video, share my video, and leave your comments in the comment section. Engage in the comment section, guys. And I appreciate you for stopping and clicking on this video to watch it, to like it, to share it. I appreciate my old subscribers, my new subscribers. Thank you so much for always stopping by. And once I'm done mixing the tin tomatoes with the fresh tomatoes, I will cover it and allow it to cook on its own again for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I stirred it and I added vegetable oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use any type of vegetable oil of your choice. Then I will give it a stir, very good mix to combine everything together, because I want to fry it up a bit with the oil added inside. Then I will allow it to fry for I fried this for total of 30 minutes, but I was frying it bit by bit. I will fry for like 5 minutes. I will stir it, because this stage it burns quickly if you leave it unattended. So stir it consistently, then you allow it to fry a bit, then you stir it. Then that's all. At this stage, I added some spring onion or leek. I've used a lot of onion to blend the tomatoes. Remember when I blended the tomatoes, I added a lot of onions. So now I added some spring onions too. But you can skip it. You can add ordinary, any other type of onion you want. But yeah, I decided to add spring onions. Then right now, I'm also adding the chicken stock from the chicken that I cooked earlier. Remember that while making this stew, is not a must that your protein must be chicken. No, you can use fish, you can use meat, lamb meat, goat meat, cow meat to prepare this stew. Then I added some water to lighten up the stew because it was very thick. Then the consistency is very perfect now. Trying to season the stew, I added some ajinomoto as my seasoning. You can add any other seasoning of your choice. Then I added some chicken seasoning. You can use seasoning cubes. Please add your favorite seasoning and add seasoning to your own taste. Then I will be adding some thyme. Some people call it thymian. Then I will be adding some curry powder. Then I will be grating in some nutmeg as well, but I will stir it first, yeah, to make sure that it is not burning. It is very important. I don't like my stew to burn, because once the stew burns, it changes the taste of that stew. I will check the seasoning first to make sure that everything is good before adding the salt, because you know ajinomoto is salty. Then I checked, I added a little bit of salt. Now I'll be grating in the nutmeg. If you have powdered nutmeg, you can use it, but yeah, Over here, I'm using the main nutmeg to be sure that what I'm adding inside my food is nutmeg. So this is one nutmeg, but I will not be adding all. I will just grate in half of it. Then I will give it a stir. Now the oil has not started flowing on the top of the stew, so we will cover it and start cooking it. It means that it is not yet done. We will cook for at least 20 minutes. You can see the oil has started coming out, but yeah, the stew is not yet ready. It's remaining small. So I will give it a stir again after 20 minutes to make sure that it is not burning, because if you leave it unattended, it will burn. And I'm still cooking on a low heat. Then after stirring it, I will check for salt again for the last time, for seasoning and for everything. Then I added a little bit of salt again because I noticed that it still requires a little bit of salt. So I added a little bit of salt and I checked. Now everything is perfect. So now is the time to reintroduce back the protein. So I'll be putting back the chicken inside. After putting it, I will give it a stir. Make sure that everything is fully covered in the stew. Cover it and cook for more 20 minutes. Now the stew is ready. You can see the way the oil settled on the top. So it is splashing now because I increased the heat a bit. So it started splashing. So what I will just do is to cover it so that it will not splash all over the places, and turn off the stove or your cooker. So after 5 minutes, it's no longer splashing. It has cooled down a bit. Then I will stir it the last time. Now everything, it is ready. You can see the way this premium stew turns out. Very attractive, very sumptuous, very yummy, and very demurring. Hope you'll be trying this out. You can scoop the oil and use it to cook rice, moi moi, or eat yams. And thank you so much for watching. This is the end of today's video. Happy Easter. Bye.